YouTube.com/Tim Westwood TV. Yo, Tim Westwood TV, special guest Banky W. What's up, family?
How are you, sir?
Good to have you here. Now,
good to be here.
Brother,
finally.
AKA Mr. Capable, baby.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What is the meaning of that?
The meaning, I got coined with that title a few years ago, and basically it's saying that whatever is necessary, I get the job done.
You get the job done.
I get the job done.
Mr. Capable, AKA, I get the job done.
AKA, we just make it happen. Yeah. That's what we do.
AKA, it's a shutdown kid, because Banky W is in the room handling business.
No doubt.
So do you see yourself very much as a businessman as well as an artist, babe?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. I always kind of modeled myself after, like, the industry moguls, so the Diddy's and the Jay-Z's and the Eminems and the Dre's.
Handling business.
You know, people who, you know, take care of the business side, and then they can be an artist when they want to be.
Yes,
so,
absolutely. Because when I look at the, you know, the word show business, I do notice that show is 4 letters, business is 8, baby.
Thank you very much.
Handle the 8-letter word.
No doubt.
AKA, get the job done. Now, Mr. Capable, that means you turn your hand to things and you can make it happen. Because in a lot of ways, the rise of Afrobeats as we know it today dates back to your early success of your label, man.
Yeah. Early success of the label. I started off as an artist, and then, you know, the first artist I signed was Wizkid.
Amazing.
Who's done fantastic, and he's gone on to do amazing things.
And make Afrobeats what they are today.
Yes, absolutely. And I'm so proud of him. I also signed Scales, who's also doing really well today. So we have a little bit of a track record with, you know, picking talent. So I'm very proud of that. You know, I feel that's very rewarding, you know what I mean? When you see something and nobody else has seen it, and then eventually the world catches up, it's a beautiful thing.
Yes, absolutely. Trailblazed it and saw the power of the music, man.
No doubt.
Now, Empire Mates, EME, they jacked it for the TV series, baby. How you feeling about that?
Right?
Or is that your story?
People started trying to call me Lucius Lyon, but I'm not homophobic. I'm never gonna put a child in the trash can or anything like that. So I don't really like that comparison in terms of that. Exactly. But they did jack it, and we had plans for a TV show at some point. But it's a good show. I mean, it's fun. I enjoy the show, so it's cool.
Like, when it comes to Niger music, when we talk about Empire, we talk about you.
Yes.
End of story. Yeah. End of story. Now, Wizkid was there, put out some of his best music ever with you.
Absolutely.
Must have been like, what was it like in those early days, like a father and son relationship?
I don't know if you make me sound old if you say that. I think it was.
No, but he was young though. How old was he?
When I signed him, he was about 17, 18 years old.
Yeah, and so it was like
It was like a big brother, little brother relationship, and he's still my brother. You know, even though he's not signed to the label anymore. We're cool. We can do business together when we choose to, and the relationship is cool.
Yeah. So where did you first see Wiz and recognize his potential?
Where did I first see Wiz? Well, first of all, I had actually gotten his demo. So I had gotten some music, and I had kind of made a mental note that, I like the way this kid sounds.
You like this guy, yeah.
But I didn't.
And how crazy was his demo compared to the music he made?
Well, I always tell unsigned artists that, you have enough to make a solid demo. Yes. So that's the first thing. That's what's going to speak for you.
Get you through the door.
So, you have to have something that's special, something that's different, and he had that. And at the time, he was singing backup for an artist called Kel.
Right.
And so I was performing at a show, and it was Kel, MI, myself, LD. And after the show, we kind of just took everybody to my manager's house for drinks and food.
Chill. Yeah.
And I didn't even know it was him. It's just, we were just, shooting the breeze or whatever. And then somebody mentioned, Wiz. And I was like, who's Wiz? And they pointed him out. And, so we got to talking, and, I just he just had that hard-working spirit, that hunger. You could tell like this guy was just determined to be a success. We kind of connected, really, like not even musically, but just on a personal basis. We connected first of all, so I signed him, and he is who he is now. So I'm very proud of him.
Now, when you started chopping it up with Wiz, what was the early music he was making? I mean, had his voice broken by then?
My favorite thing about Wiz was that he had a very unique voice. He just had a sound that was different. That from every other demo that I had gotten, his voice just was peculiar and unique. And that's what I tell artists, like, don't make music trying to sound like somebody that's already out there. come up with your own thing, come up with your own style, your own sound. Like you have to find that. And that was my favorite thing about him. Like from the get-go, I could already hear that his sound was just, there was nobody like that on African radio. Now I get demos and I hear that Wizkid has many kids in the music business. Davido, everybody hears what they're hearing, and they're trying to sound like Wiz or EME or Davido or Two-Face. You can hear who they're trying to sound like. And if you want to be, you know, if you want to stay long in the game, you have to be you yourself. You know what I mean? Like when I was coming in, they were like, "Oh, if you don't sound like D'banj or Two-Face, you're not gonna make it." And I was like, you know what? I can't be D'banj on my best day, but on his best day, he can't be me. So I'm just gonna do what I do, and you know, thankfully, you know, it's worked.
Did you see that he was going to be the international artist that he became, or did you just see? Did you see the vision then, or did that just evolve, or do you think you just had a hot artist to sign?
No, absolutely. In fact, the funny story is when we were looking for the name of his first album, and we were playing with different names, and nothing was coming to me. And at the time, I used to call him Superstar because I felt like this guy is going to be a star, he's going to be a superstar, he's going to be major. So I'd be like, "Hey, Superstar, what's up, you know, da-da-da." So one day I just called him up, I was like, "Yo, let's just call the album Superstar," because we wanted people to know right from the get-go that this is not, "Oh, it's my first album and you have to give me time to grow." Like, no, immediately we're going right to the top of the A-list, you know, you should be who you are, and he's gone on to do that. So I'm very, very proud of him.
Excellent. Now, you had 5 years together? 5 successful years?
Yeah, 4 or 5 years, something like that. Was
4 or 5
years? Oh man, okay.
Blessed years together.
Yeah.
Achieved so much together. Was it also, you know, because he was so successful, became the backbone of the label. How difficult was it for you when that separation came? And you know, nothing lasts forever. People evolve and grow. People want to set their own situations up. The music business has changed within 5 years. Not, the business is not what it was 5 years ago for you. Everything has evolved now. How difficult was it for you losing him?
Well, you know, from a business perspective, of course, you know, when
you'd be pissed. I'd be pissed.
You know,
I'd be pissed.
You know, because when you set out the plan, you know, things change, as you said, things evolve over time. And my favorite thing, though, about the situation is that we still maintain the relationship. And it really was more about relationship for me than anything else. Like, we've made some money together and it's great. You know, I'm proud to be part of the Wizkid story. And he's going on to do fantastic things. I mean, look at the whole entire music business, right? Jay-Z and Damon Dash are no longer together. People, you know, people
Nothing
evolve,
forever,
people grow.
man.
Nothing lasts forever. 50 Cent and Eminem are no longer on the same label. You know what I mean? And it's fine, you know.
Now, with that situation, you know, you had those years together. Separation now. Difficult time, but like grown men, you're still cool, man. What was the fundamentals, do you think? There was some talk about some money stuff, like, but I think what's important to understand is when you come into this industry, there are sacrifices you have to make.
Absolutely.
It's like Eminem did not sign the same deal that he's on now.
Absolutely.
You have to take some shorts and have to take some L's, you know, some losses to get to where you are, and then the world is yours.
Absolutely.
So you've got to understand it in that context. Was there some issues with the money, did you feel?
No, I don't think so. I think if you look at because I'm an artist, I've never given, in fact, we have the best artist deal in the continent. I can confidently say that. And you know, when people don't know what's wrong, they start reaching for things. So they start saying, "Oh, the company was taking 75% of his money," which is, it couldn't be further from the truth. I just think that he had grown to the point where he wanted to have a seat at the table. He wanted his own situation.
And be in control of his own situation.
You know, we could have made it a more difficult situation than it was legally. But I didn't want to do that. You know, if he felt like, you know, he wanted to spread his wings and kind of answer only to himself, then he's earned the right to do that. I'm an artist, you know what I mean? So I know
so you understand
what it's like. I understand when an artist feels like, oh, you know, I just want to do my own thing, and that's really what it was. He wanted to do his thing.
And you had 5 blessed years
We
together.
had a good time together. We made some money together. We've created some success together, and he's still my little brother. I love him to death all day. And speaking about EME, you know, we're in a really, really great place. We have a couple of artists now. Shady, he's an amazing singer. The best voice you've heard out of Africa is in this boy. We have Neola. We have DJ Exclusive, who you know.
Yes.
His album is about to come out.
Yeah.
We're into events production. I have an advertising company. I have a production company. We shoot TV commercials.
Exactly.
We're growing, man.
Exactly.
We're making money. We're growing. We're being successful.
Yeah,
thank
moving
God.
forward,
and
man.
thank you to the
Yes,
fans.
yes.
And everything is everything.
And this
man.
is
We're
where
good.
you need to be in the music industry.
Absolutely.
In 2015. Baby.
Absolutely.
It's
And
not about just the music anymore.
Like I said, you know, the people that I look up to, the Diddy's of the world, the Dr. Dre hasn't had an album in 10 years.
But
and
still
he's the richest
dude.
person
Exactly.
in the business.
Exactly.
Okay,
Exactly.
so
you're paying
so we're
attention.
doing all of those things, and we're doing very well. I'm very, very blessed, very fortunate.
Yeah.
I'm grateful to God and grateful to the fans for allowing me to continue to do what I do.
Absolutely right.
And I have a new album coming out this year.
And this is what we need to talk about.
No doubt.
A new album. What's it called?
I haven't titled it yet.
Too early for that.
But
if
we're
we knew, would you
recording
tell us?
and it sounds amazing.
Is it how many tracks deep?
So far, I'm probably about 6-7 tracks in. I've been working with Kobams Asuko. I'm sure you've heard of Kobams. He's dope. We've done some songs with him. We've done songs with Mastercraft. With the Ciroc ambassadorship, I'm actually going to Mauritius next week, and we're going to shoot one of the videos over there with some South African artists that are also
would be amazing
under the Ciroc umbrella. I'm doing good, man.
Yeah,
I'm happy.
It feels a great
I'm
place.
blessed. I'm very blessed.
It's a great place for you to be in right now.
Yes, absolutely.
It really does. And congratulations.
And I'm on Tim Westwood, man. I'm doing good.
Trying,
and I killed
baby,
the freestyle. Ladies and gentlemen,
smash that
let's
down,
go.
baby. Smash that down. Now, with the situation with Ciroc, that's another blessed thing, that sponsorship. I mean, the drink companies are heavy into the music scene. It's a perfect synergy for you.
Yep.
All the Ciroc
definitely. I mean, I have. I know, right? I feel like it's pouring in my veins at this point.
It's running through the veins.
You know, Ciroc. I have a deal with Samsung. Shout out to Samsung Mobile West Africa, MTN as usual. I'm blessed, man. I have no complaints. Zero.
It really feels like, you know, those West African companies, those international companies are doing business with West African artists.
Yeah, and I think it's a beautiful thing when you know it took a while for it to get started in Nigeria, and I'm proud to be one of the people that kind of forced that movement to get going. I remember when we came in, and we would talk to companies 6-7 years ago about putting product in music videos and paying for them. They were like, oh, why would we want to do that? But now they're looking for that, you know, because there is a synergy between art and business. And you can walk that thin line as long as you're not selling out or cheapening the art, then it's okay. The business should help pay for the art and help it get to places that it wouldn't normally go. And we can cross promote and everybody goes home happy. We make money together, everybody's good.
It's blessed out there, my brother.
Absolutely, I'm feeling good.
Blessed. Now, if I was to ask you your top 3 Nigerian artists, what would you say?
Man, I'll be real selfish right now. I'll tell you people that you don't even know about. I'll tell you about Shady, who's a singer on the EME label. He sounds like he has auto-tune in his throat.
Top 3.
You know what I mean? Stay tuned. Neola, she's also a fantastic singer. And then, outside of the EME.
What about non-EME
artists? Okay, my top 3 non-EME artists. First of all, Two-Face, because he's the king, and he opened the door for all of us.
The father of it all, man.
He's the king. He's untouchable. Man. He's a legend.
And the coolest guy in the game.
Very nice guy. Very nice.
In the club, heavy.
2 more, definitely Wizkid. I'm still a huge fan of Wiz and everything that he does. 3rd, I'm gonna go kind of left field and go with Lil Kesh.
Oh, for real?
He's signed to Olamide.
Yes.
And I just became like a heavy Lil Kesh fan, like in the last few weeks, you know, because I was listening to some of the stuff that he's done, and he's crazy, dope, man.
And his energy is crazy.
Oh, I'm gonna sneak in one more.
Wizkid, to be honest, early Wizkid.
Yeah, he does, you know, and Aya J is another like upcoming artist that I'm really fond of. So there's a lot of talented people out there, man. I can keep going. I can tell you 10, but I think we should just stop.
Great time for Nigeria. Yeah. Definitely my favorite country in the world.
Thank you. We're going to give you a Nigerian name. We got to do that.
People call me Ola.
Okay, cool.
But I'd have a less common name if you got one.
I'll work on something for you.
If you could, maybe.
Yeah.
What's the rumours about you and Cynthia Morgan? I heard you smashing that.
This is really funny. No, I'm not smashing that. Cynthia Morgan is
was it one night?
Cynthia Morgan is an extremely talented artist, signed to my friend Jude Okoye from P Square, P Square's older brother.
Exactly.
And we did a song together for a producer called Weezy Pro, and that song is about to come out. So there was a picture, like some album art with that. And then there was a picture, I went for her industry night, and we were reaching out to give each other a hug.
Yes.
And the camera just caught it when we were like about to go in for the hug, and it looked like we were gonna.
Your tongue was out.
No, it was not. I was talking, Tim. I was saying.
Your tongue was actually out.
Tim, stop.
About to go in.
No. There's no truth to this rumor at all. Cynthia is fabulous.
Okay. Do you agree with the winner of Miss Nigeria USA? Did they pick the hottest Nigerian?
Well, first of all, shout out to Miss Nigeria USA. I mean, it died for a few years, and then they just brought it back.
It's a very important pageant.
And you know, there's a huge Nigerian community in the States,
huge.
And I used to be part of that community, so I feel, you know, like, you know, it's like my family, you know. So I'm happy to support them.
Did they get the right hot stomach?
The girl, I think Miss Calabar won, and she was a beautiful girl, very well spoken. She did good, yeah. So yeah, definitely, no doubt.
Okay, on all levels.
No doubt. No, she was good. She killed it.
Big bumper. Did she
well, actually, there was a girl with a bigger bumper.
One. She should have won.
I don't know. You know, it's not just about the bumper, Tim. You got to account for everything.
A Miss Bumper USA.
We got to do that pageant. If they had that pageant, she would have won.
Yes, she would have smashed that.
I think it was Miss Ogun or Miss Ondo.
Was it?
Big bumper. Two-Face and Idibia. Attack and defense. She had
that. And I heard she had good cheek control.
Hey, I'll let you tell it.
Okay, then, I would like to. King of the Lagos Party.
Yes, sir. King of the Lagos Party, well, obviously, you know I have that song, Lagos Party, which is like a classic, evergreen Nigerian song by now. Thank you. Thank God. Thank the fans. And I'm just, you know, if I can toot my own horn a little bit, like I throw the best parties in the country. You know, Ciroc Life, you ever come to a Ciroc Life, shout out to J Parties, EME and J Parties, we do that together. Ciroc Life it's not a party, it's an experience.
Yes.
You know, it's different. It's like when you go for P. Diddy's party in the Hamptons.
Exactly.
Like that's what we do. Like we do something that you haven't seen before, that you haven't experienced before.
Exactly.
And that's part of why the Ciroc deal makes sense, is because, you know, this is what I do. It's not forced. This is what we naturally do. Like even if we just go to a club or a party, our section is always the craziest, most turned. You know, you've been to Nigeria, so you know.
Sparkles.
It's a title, man, and I'm not relinquishing it. There's a lifelong title, you know what I mean? Yeah. There's no other King of the Lagos Party. That's me. That's me.
When you're throwing money up there, it's you, baby.
Let's go. Let's do it.
I need to be on the set ripping that party down.
Yeah, we need to do that. Come on, I gotta talk to the office. Ciroc, let's go.
We need to make that happen,
Tim's has gotta come through.
I want this on tape, yeah? This will form a legal contract. We're shaking on it, baby. Don't leave me hanging.
No doubt, no doubt. I got Jimmy in the building too. Jay's management is here, so I think we're gonna make it work.
Baby. Back to Las Giddy, kid. That's what we need.
We need to do that, definitely.
Very nice for you to hang out, Banky. Very good to have you back, baby.
Thank you, sir.
Appreciate that, family.
Pleasure.
Good to see you, man.
All day.
Thank you, sir.
All right.
Thanks. YouTube.com/Tim Westwood TV.